Dear students, today we will learn the Bangle sellers. The Bangle sellers. The poem is composed by Sarojini. The poem is composed by Sarojini. It is a lyric poem. It is a lyric poem that expresses the society, the picture of the societies of pre-independent India, feminist and a deep romanticism. The poem is about the society, about the Indian society. The poem mostly tells us about the woman and their deep romanticism. Let us start reading the poem. You know, the bangle sellers who sell bangles to earn their livings. Sellers who sell their bangles to earn their livings. In those days, that is pre-independent India, the villagers had little opportunities to buy their essential things and their imitations. Actually, those were sold in the market. So, when a fair was held there, the villagers gathered there in large numbers to buy those things. In this poem, we see that some bangle sellers are going to the temple fair to sell their bangles, and they are carrying their baskets full of lustrous bangles. Lustrous means light, radiant, glittering. কি রয়েছে? উজ্জ্বল, চকচকে, উজ্জ্বল, চকচকে, ঝকঝকে, এরকম চুড়িগুলোকে নিয়ে তারা মেলায় যাচ্ছে। Bangle sellers are we who bear our shining loads to the temple fair. We are bangle sellers. We sell bangles. We are going to a temple fair with full of lustrous bangles in our baskets. We, the bangle sellers, are going to the fair to sell our bright, colorful, radiant bangles in the temple fair, and we are carrying those bangles, those bright, radiant, glittering bangles in our baskets. Who will buy these? Who will buy these delicate, bright, rainbow-tinted circles of light? Who will buy? Who will buy those colorful bangles? The poet asked this question in the mouth of the bangle sellers. The poet puts this question in the mouth of the bangle sellers. Who will buy them? The villagers who gathered in the temple fair would buy them. The villagers who gathered in the temple fair would buy them. Lustrous tokens of radiant life for happy daughters and happy wives. They would buy those lustrous bangles for their daughters and wives. They would buy those bangles for their daughters and wives. Here you see the bangles. Here you see the color of the bangles represent the different stages of life. The colors of the bangles represent the different stages of life. অর্থাৎ চুরির যে বিভিন্ন রঙগুলো তারা আমাদের জীবনের বিভিন্ন অধ্যায়কে প্রকাশ করবে, বিভিন্ন অধ্যায়কে সূচিত করবে। Some are made for a maiden rest, silver and blue as the mountain mist. Here the poet uses metaphors. The poet uses metaphors to show what to mean, what to suggest the bangles. Who will use them? Silver and blue that look like mountain mist. Silver and blue bangles look like mountain mist. And those bangles will be used by the maidens. Those bangles will be used by the unmarried girls. Silver and blue that look like the mountain mist. You see, here is the use of simile. Silver and blue as the mountain mist. As a light, when we compare one thing to other with the help of the words like as or like, then it is called the use of simile. Some are flushed like the birds that some are flushed like the birds that dream. The maidens are being compared. The maidens, the unmarried girls, are being compared to the birds of flowers. The unmarried girls are being compared to unmarried girls. Unmarried girls have a great dream, had a great desire to bloom in their lives. Unmarried girls have great desire, have great dream to bloom in their future lives. They think, they desire for a new life. They like to bloom like flowers. They like to bloom like flowers. তারা ফুলের মতো পোষ করতে দাও, করতে চায়। That is why they are being compared to birds. ফুলের ফুলের সঙ্গে তাদের তুলনা করা হয়েছে। Some are aglow with the bloom and cleaves to the limpid glory of newborn leaves. The branch of a tree, the branch of a growing tree sprouts its leaves, sprouts its green leaves, and when the green leaves sprout from the branches or from the boughs of the trees, they have a great dream. They have a great dream. They represent the vitality of life. They represent the vitality of life. জীবনের প্রাণোচ্ছলতা কে তারা রিপ্রেজেন্ট করে। They represent the vitality, the youthful pleasure of life. Youthful pleasure, তাতে যৌবনের যে আনন্দ সেটাকেই তারা প্রকাশ করে। তাহলে here the unmarried girls are being compared to new leaves. They are full of vitality, they are full of energy, they are full of dreams. Some are like fields of sunlight corn. Have you ever seen a cornfield? Have you ever seen a cornfield? Cornfield you have never seen. শস্য ক্ষেত্র দেখনি? Yes, you have seen. When the crops grow ripe, when the crops become ripe, and sunlight falls on them, they glitter like gold. They glitter like gold. When the crops become ripe, when the crops reaches almost to its harvesting time, and if the sun rays fall on them, they glitter like gold. Get it? Is it clear? Meet for a bride on her bridal day. They are waiting. They are waiting to meet their bride on a bridal day, on the day of their marriage. They want to see their brides. They want to see their brides on the day of their marriage, on their bridal day. Some like the flame of a marriage fire. Marriage fire. It suggests they are full of vitality. They are eagerness, their absolute eagerness to see their brides. It suggests their absolute eagerness to see their bride. এর কি করে? তাদের ব্রাইডকে দেখার জন্য তাদের যে প্রচন্ড আগ্রহ, এটাই প্রকাশ করছে। তাদের ব্রাইডকে দেখার জন্য তাদের যে প্রচন্ড আগ্রহ, যে আগ্রহটা তারা মনের মধ্যে পোষণ করে আছে, সেটাই প্রকাশ। এবং সেটা কি বলছে? Twinkling luminous, tender and clear, like her bridal laughter and bridal tear. Here is a contrast. Bridal laughter, you see, here is a contrast. Bridal laughter and bridal tear. There is a contrast. On the day of their marriage, on the day of their marriage, for which the day for which the maidens are waiting for, the day for which the maidens are waiting for, যে দিনটার জন্য মেয়েরা অপেক্ষা করছিল, at last comes, অবশেষে আসে। They become very happy, তারা হয়ে পড়ে খুব আনন্দ, and they express their happiness through laughter, through laughter. এবং তারা তাদের এই যে সুখ আর যে আনন্দটা বহিঃপ্রকাশ করে তাদের হাসির মাধ্যমে। At the same time, they think for their near and dears, for their near and dears, like fathers, mothers, grandmothers, grandfathers, they are going to leave. তারপরে ছেড়ে যেতে হচ্ছে, তারপরে ছেড়ে যেতে হচ্ছে। Their eyes become full of tears. তাদের চোখগুলো হয়ে পড়ছে চোখের জলে পূর্ণ অশ্রুসিক্ত হয়ে পড়ছে। তাহলে দেখো দেখো, লাফটার এন্ড টিয়ার্স, হিয়ার ইজ দ্য কন্ট্রাস্ট। একটা দুটোর মধ্যে একটা সংঘাত রয়েছে। Some are purple, gold, flaky gray, for she who has journeyed through life midway. Some are purple and gold flecked grey, for she who has journeyed through life midway. Some women for which their midway life, some women of middle age, some women of middle age wear bangles of purple and gold flecked gray. The women who are of cherished, whose hands are cherished. Their hands seem that they are very satisfied. Their hands suggest that they are very satisfied with their sons, daughters, and husbands. And cradled fair sons on the faithful breast, and cradled fair sons on her faithful breast, and cradled her sons on her faithful breast. মায়ের বুক বা কোল যাই হোক না কেন, তার থেকে বিশ্বস্ত স্থান আমাদের কাছে আর কিছুই হতে পারে না। তার থেকে বিশ্বস্ত বা তার থেকে নিরাপদ স্থান আর আমাদের কাছে কিছুই হতে পারে না। And serves her household in fruitful fight. She feels pride when she serves her household. She feels pride when she does her household work and stays with sons, daughters, and husbands. ছেলে মেয়ে যাই হোক না কেন এবং তাদের স্বামীদের সঙ্গে তারা থাকা এবং সংসারের কাজ করা, এর মধ্যেই তারা তাদের গর্ব, তাদের আনন্দ খুঁজে পায়। They find pleasure in doing such works and in staying with their children and husbands, and worship the gods at her husband's side. And they like to worship gods sitting. They worship means upasana kora. Upasana kora, puja kora, upasana kora. They like to worship gods sitting by their husbands. That's all today. That's all today.